Cost. The most apprehensive factor is cost. Average tuition cost is 24,000. See, tuition cost can vary from $16,000 to $50,000. If you are going to state university like Chico State University, for example, their tuition cost will be around $17,000. But if you go to Stanford, tuition cost will be $50,000. It all depends where you go. You have to decide depending on your capacity. But on an average, a decent university will cost you $24,000. In the first year, second year, $16,000. Why? Because second year, the number of courses are less. So together $40,000 plus living cost only in the first year, because second year generally you start working on campus and earn your money. So $50,000 into 84 rupees, it's about 42 lakhs. This is the maximum cost for 2 years. If you see on the I-20 and see the theoretical cost, you will find that living cost on I-20 is $18,000. But that is by American standards. You have your own house, you buy your car. We don't do that. All Indian students, they live together in apartments. They cook their own food. So they live very economical. Therefore, 10,000 is good enough for them. So this is the maximum cost. Do you really spend so much? No. Because I told you, American universities try to help students by giving financial assistance. The most popular financial assistance is RA, Research Assistantship. Majority professors are actively involved in research. They can't do that alone. So they need good, intelligent students to help them. And they will give you about $600 to $800 plus they generally waive tuition fee also. So if you get RA, then your education becomes almost cost-free. But you have to be good. You have to maintain very high GPA in the first semester. You must have very good relations with the professor and he will give you. TA, Teaching Assistantship. You don't teach, but you help the teacher in grading or you take extra lectures, special lectures. And they will give you again $600 to $800 for TA. And fortunately, our English is good, so getting TA is relatively easier. Graduate Assistantship. These are jobs related to computers mainly, networking or maintenance of web page or web page designing. Tuition scholarships. Very few universities in America, they are very rich. So they give you 20% tuition waiver, 50% tuition waiver. So it is a less cost. Co-op jobs. Co-op means what? You have 5 days college. So out of that you study for 3 days and 2 days you can work outside. Capstone project they call it as many times. So you can earn money and pay for your tuition. Internship during summer vacation. Summer vacation is from 15th May to 15th August. So you are allowed to work outside, earn money and again come back to the university. Majority universities nowadays allow you to continue internship for the entire third semester. So you can work for almost 7 to 8 months, earn very good money and again you come back to university and complete your course. So you need not take any money from your father. Fellowships, only IITians, they get fellowship. That means they decide the subject and they work. Campus job for 20 hours per week. In America, most of the universities are run by, all the universities are run by students. So there are different types of jobs, almost 45 types of jobs. Now some of them are food courts, McDonald's or Starbucks, any food court, campus tour guide, library monitor, admission office, campus security, university shops, bookstores, fitness center, desk attendant, student center, many jobs are available. So you really have to look for those jobs. If you are in the central part of America, since the cost of living is less, you get about $10 per hour. If you are on the west coast, east coast, the cost of living is more, so you get about $15 per hour. It depends on the location. Is that clear? And even president's daughter also works and earns her own money. That is their culture. Who can sponsor? Generally parents, but any family member can sponsor, because American visa is given only if there is a sponsor who is going to take care of your expenses. So you have to have some sponsor. If there is nobody close relative will be a sponsor. And the best part of the game is Americans accept education loan as sponsor. So if you have only 5 lakhs of your own, you take 50 lakhs of education loan. If your university is good, you get visa. So in my academy, visa success rate is almost 100%. Clear? So don't worry. What do you get? You get F1 visa, the last slide, which is granted for 5 years. Why 5 years? Because it is valid only till the degree is completed. In 2 years. But there is something called OPT thereafter, optional practical training. So once you complete the degree, you are allowed to work in America for 3 years without obtaining work permit, that is H-1B visa. Clear? That is called OPT, and you are allowed to work for 12 months, but if you are from STEM category, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, then you are allowed to work even for 3 years. Recently, they have added finance and architecture also in the STEM category. Even some MBA courses are also in the STEM category. In my academy, 100% students are STEM students. So you study for 2 years. If you get a job, because to activate OPT, you have to have a job. And then you can work for 3 years without work permit. Within 3 years, you can easily repay your loan. In the meanwhile, if you decide to continue in America, you can request your employer to apply for H-1B visa, work permit. Okay, and once you get H-1B visa, you can work in America for 3 years, which is extendable for 3 more years. Then again you have to come back. But in the meanwhile, if you apply for green card, and if the green card application is accepted, then H-1B is perpetual. That every 2 years it's automatically get renewed. Because green card is very, very difficult, almost impossible. The processing of applications submitted in 2012 is on just now. So there's a lag of 12 years. Right? When do you join universities? You join in August, that is called fall semester. The next August is what? Fall 25. So you have to start preparing for GRE now, if you are in the final year. You will take about 3.5 to 4 months to prepare for GRE. Then you can give GRE in October, November, December, whenever you want. Ideally, you should try to send your applications by 31st December, if not possible by 31st of January. Even though deadlines are available after January, we avoid that. Why? Because in America, it is first come, first served. When they receive application, they give admission. So by the time you apply in February, all the admissions are given. And you don't get admission in spite of good score and good academics. Spring semester, that is in January. Very few students go in January, those who cannot go in fall semester. So you have to ideally send applications by 31st July or latest by 31st of August.